Welcome to the Little League Softball World Series presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Greenville, North Carolina, our home all week long. Sterlington Stadium at Elm Street Park is our gorgeous backdrop. The fans are ready. They are out bringing the fun. We are so excited for day 2 of the Little League Softball World Series. Montreal, Canada, Quebec making their Little League Softball World Series debut. How it
looks as though she's just going right at these Canadian hitters.
Johnson's in 7th grade. She goes to Sterlington Middle School. Her parents, Ryan and Teresa, and we mentioned the story yesterday about her twin brother, Ace, as she gets her first strikeout of the morning.
All the way at the back of the box. I mean, you can't get any further back to try to see this ball a little bit longer.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Johnson.
Maccabee says she also plays competitively, which is another form of hockey played with a ring. We're going to have to see some bats put on the ball to be able for Canada to be successful. Johnson, they never did well.
That's in the air, just over second base, coming over and making the play. That's Charlie Rose Maccabee for the first out. That one's in the air, foul territory. Coming over is the catcher. Adele Dostelar makes the grab. Hopped out of her position. Great defense, 2 away.
And it's hard sometimes when you play in a brand new ballpark to know what your distances are in foul territory, but Dostelar not phased, goes after that one aggressively, rings in the second out of the inning. She made it look easy, but it's definitely hard to be able to go out. Play has completely elevated.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Rochelle Prue isn't able to make the play. Kilpatrick rounds and slides into second. She gets down in time and has a 2-out double to extend the inning for Louisiana. It's just the plan that they came up with for Louisiana.
It's just a bunt defense coverage. They saw what happened yesterday and how much short game they were using, and they're stealing third.
Safe. Kilpatrick with the heads-up base running. On the corners, 2 away. Caitlin Madison hits it hard to second. It's bobbled. She's down the line safe. A run comes home, and Alfaro's on third. An RBI for Caitlin Madison to get Louisiana on the board.
And what does base running do? It creates havoc for a defense, because this is a group, this Louisiana team loves to put runners in play or put runners in motion to create havoc for the defense. I mean, so much speed down the line. Not only does Kilpatrick have an opportunity to score, but
bat. And the runner takes off for second. The throw a little offline, which allows another run to come home. Madison using her feet as a weapon to draw the throw and allows Alfaro to score. It's 2-0 Louisiana.
And that is a typical first and third
order. Who was coming up clutch for this team, and Ladarius Madison said, we got to see the bats going today. That's chopped to third, the throw across the diamond in time from Rochelle Prue. So Canada's going to head back to the dugout, but Louis.
Struggle that you have as a pitcher in the circle right now is, do I go right at these hitters to save pitches on my arm? Which is what seems Johnson's approach is right now. She's not throwing a ton of balls.
19 pitches, excuse me, so far. That one is hit hard in the air to short. Caitlin Madison with the grab, quick feet, and there's 2 away.
But early on, it looks like Canada's.
Eric Dostelar, the manager of this team. And there's a swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove. Biserta squeezes it. National anthem saluting the flag. Gives you chills watching. Hard hit, back up the middle, ricochets off second. And Madison, she's gonna head for second base. No throw from the defense. And now she's turning and burning for third, sliding in. Ava Madison using those wheels. She'll stand up on third base. Madison, the manager of this team, you can hear him on the mic. That pitch is up and in, ball 4. Serta takes first. So runners on the corners for Louisiana. That brings up Gracelyn Futch. Wiggles her bat, pulls it back. The runner takes off.
Madison
got a big jump and scurries back. So everybody's safe.
What I just said, you watch the check.
And that is a called strike 3 for Lena. Her first strikeout of the morning. That misses outside, so Futch works the walk. That loads the bases up for Adeline Wegner. That one does trickle away. Madison on her horse comes home to score.
There you go.
3-0 Louisiana.
And it's those little miscues that Louisiana loves to exploit. This is a ball that just trickles away from Dosalar, but far enough to be able to give Madison, who has a ton.
And that's called strike 3. A couple of those now for Lena, maybe getting a little more confidence in the circle 2 strike.
Does as well, and you need to make sure as a batter that you're aware of those changes.
That's hit on the ground to second. Gloved and thrown across the diamond. Good play there by Alexi Mathieu. Louisiana gets another run. All right, we welcome you into Greenville, North Carolina, the Little League Softball World Series Day 2 here at Sterlington Stadium. It's 3-0 Louisiana. Quebec here batting.
And really settle in quickly here in their second game at the World Series.
That one's hit in the air, floated over the second baseman's head, and Elias got the first hit of the ball game for Quebec. Listen to the dugout.
The field in the big league uniform.
The hit by Elias, the first ball to reach the outfield against Johnson. And Elias able to slide in safely to second, advance to scoring position.
Used to spin and work.
It's got a lot of those batters second guessing, and that one is called a strike. Third for Emmy Chagnon. Swinging at the first pitch, hits it in the air to center field. Heidi Harrison makes the grab. The runner's left stranded. We're gonna head to the bottom of the third.
With the way that his players were running the bases, wanting them to take advantage.
Harrison pokes it into left. Lillian LeMay makes the catch. There's one away. And yeah, and to your point, it was really special. You saw that pregame. That one's hard on the ground to second. It bobbles away. And Sampson is safe at first.
That ball was crushed.
Up, big presence in the box. The 13-year-old as the runner takes off and the ball gets away. Big turn from second from Sampson. So now Louisiana's got a runner in scoring position. The big stick. That one is hit hard in the air to right. The runner tags up. Sampson is gonna stand up at third. Thought about going home. She'll stay put.
Right now, they're trying to keep the run at third, but because of that, they take away their lateral movement because of their proximity to the plate.
That ball is ball 4. Sampson heads up base running, comes home to score. Alfaro's dancing over at first base, and she'll walk back to the bag. It's 4-0 Louise.
The circle by the pitcher, you have to make sure you stay in the same direction.
There's Caitlin Madison. She squares around. The ball once again gets by, so Alfaro. 2-0 the count to Madison. Hits it hard to second. That one takes a hop. Another run is going to come home to score. Caitlin Madison has had herself a ball game so far. Louisiana takes a 5-0 lead in the third.
And that is hit so hard. This Southwest team, you can tell, has trained the outside pitch. Not only are they hitting it hard, but they are hitting it in the right spot, meaning they're allowing it to travel into that contact point and drive the ball.
And that one's driven down the left field line by Ansley Johnson. Madison's being waved home from the coach. The throw in And she comes home to score. Louisiana breaking open in the third. An RBI for Johnson. 6-0 for Sterlington Little League.
Well, and Danny, you talked about it early on, how the top of the lineup really was not productive for Louisiana yesterday. I think they went home and ate their Wheaties because this group has figured out how to hit the barrel and make contact hard. That was a beautiful hit down the line, all the way to the wall. Because it was to the left side, she has to stay at second. If that ball had gone down the right field line, we were looking at 3 all the way.
Here's Ava Madison, popped up in the air behind the plate. Dostellar makes the grab. Nice defense by her, but Louisiana takes a commanding lead as we head to the fourth. It's
from all across the globe being able to represent here, but it frustrates me because I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, and that's a frustrating pitch from Johnson. I feel the same way. We do our best.
As we go back to the top, I'd like to see some adjustments, not only in their timing, but in the pitches that they're attacking on the zone.
That one's on the ground, hit to second base, fielded and making the play, Ariana Alfaro for the second out of the frame. Canada jersey, she said, my mom can't be here, but I want her to know I'm thinking about her on TV. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Johnson, 2 in the frame, 9 so far in the morning for Johnson. It is all about Louisiana, so Canada going with a change in the circle to try to keep them in this game. Once again, it's 6 innings of regulation, so they're running out of time as Serta works the walk.
Well, and remember, when you fall into the elimination game, but also keep some innings off of Lana.
And taking off is Serta, first pitch, aggressive, sliding in safely.
You know that Louisiana is going to be aggressive on the bases. They are always going to look to take 2. Pretty.
Deanna ahead 0-2 in the count. That one missing inside. Serta will take third. Once again, you're seeing the aggressiveness of this Louisiana team. Ladarius Madison having conversations. Futch leaves it up and works a walk, coming back from being down in the count. Hey, by the way, you can join Little League this year as it celebrates 50 years of girls. And then Adeline Wegner is the batter. Excuse me, Ava Futch is the batter. The run comes home, and she's safe. Louisiana all over the bases. Futch is going to come home to score. And is all Sterlington Little League at this point. Their feet have been just as dangerous as Ansley Johnson in the circle. They're up 8-0.
Well, remember, Danny, the run rule in Little League is 10 runs after 4. And if at this point Louisiana is able to push 2 more runs across, this game will end early. So typically a Little League game.
Hit in the air to left field. Great run and jump. What a play by Lamar. A couple defensive substitutions.
Hey, I understand, and believe me, I understand.
Full count to Wegner. And that one's left up, so she works a walk. The Little League Softball World.
If you can hold them at 8 or 9 runs, this game is not over. They have to get to 10 to eliminate the run rule victory. So now with 2 outs, just 1 out away from getting themselves out of the inning and extending on and run the bases, so far has not been able to get on. So trying to change that here.
That ball just skips away. The runner advances over to third. She squares around and pulls it back. She does take off, as you said, Jenny. So 2 runners in scoring position, 2 away in the bottom of the 4th.
And on second base, you never want to leave it up to the umpire. That was a very risky move, but it paid off.
Sampson works a walk, loads the bases up for Louisiana. As Jenny mentioned, the runner on second base represents
their bread and butter. They all throw about the same velocity.
Hit hard to third. the new third baseman steps on the bag. So they get the out, the runners are left stranded, so an effective pitch for Allaire. We head to the fifth, Louisiana.
Those adjustments, you're seeing more confidence, more swag by these Canadian hitters.
That one paints. That's a Johnson special right there. Another strikeout, her 10th now of the day.
To come alive as well, getting a little bit more animated in the dugout, waking up and recognizing they can impact the game as well with their energy.
Swing and a miss, 11 for Johnson. And that's exactly what Eric Dahl here on a mission.
And he knew that it had been a while since Canada had won a game at the World Series.
Ball's popped up just outside the infield. Coming in is Heidi Harrison on her horse to make the grab. A 1-2-3 inning for Louisiana. They're up 8-0. Get your cameras out. We head to Greensburg. Greensburg able to advance here, and so we'll have a new champion this year. No back-to-back. As we get started in the bottom of the fifth inning, Ariana Alfaro pops out to second. 50 years, Idaho and Quebec. You're watching them here. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Nice play, but not in time. The wheels again. Caitlin Madison is safe at first.
Well, that was a great play.
Johnson smacks it in the air to center, going back, making the grab. Medley. Madison was on her horse to third. She scurries back. There's 2 away. So she can hit the ball out of the park. She hits that one in the air, left side of the infield. The catch is made, and a quick inning for Canada. They come back in the 6th. Sampson's a fan of Paul Skeens, maybe channeling a little bit of that, and that is hit hard to short, just dying in front of Madison, who makes the grab. There's 1 away.
It's so hard off the bat to judge if it ball is going to be an absolute.
What his team is capable of here in Greenville. That one's tapped on the ground. Sampson fields her position, throws over in time for the second out.
Talk about an athlete at that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Medley. She hits it to the ground. Sampson knocks it down, fires over, and that's the ball game. Louisiana wins 8-0 over Canada.
In the dugout, which maybe had been quiet to start the game. So good job by both of these teams to continue to improve throughout the duration of that game.
The bats came alive for Louisiana. 8 runs in this one on 5 hits. And they'll continue to play on here at the Little League Softball World Series. 12 teams, 2 brackets, orange and purple, as you can see.